Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Okay, so in this video we'll be discussing about I really don't want to discuss it in this day because I didn't see the market look up. Other reason is I was coming back to my hometown, so I was on train. Okay, so I will be already discussing about this day particularly. So skipping this day, okay, there is nothing. Okay, I'm going to an H1 chart, hourly chart. Sorry, before we just do it daily, right? I can see extra day market and just I'll tell you an overview of it. Extra market opened here, went to the midpoint of that thing, that previous day's discount week, and also went to the 0.2 level of that weekly week of previous week. That's right here. And see it touched it and went up higher again, right? Right there, right here. And gone up toward this volume balance right there, failed to get into that daily fair value gap. So again, extra today we opened, extra day we opened a little bit. Sorry guys for the pause. Okay, so what I was telling is we opened a little bit up to that daily volume balance and went all the way down. At least I think to the middle point of that. No, to the 0.7 quadrant of that thing. Okay. Now, I think you got an idea, clear idea of what's happening. Okay, so should I go into a hourly chart? This fair value gap is from Thursday. Okay, this particular fair value gap is from Thursday. And this price action is from extra day. Okay, extra day 3. I mean, land transaction. So you have this huge premium wick up there. Okay, fine. So extra day price being to that fair value gap and to the 0.5 between 0.5 and 0.75 level of that fair value gap. Okay, and you can see the retracement rates. You can see that retracement rate from here all the way like that. Yeah, 1 second. So you can see the retracement from this area to all the way, taking this buy side and going to this fair value gap, right? Or you can specifically say this inverse fair value. So I just marked that fair value gap up there. That's all. Okay. I'm going to get 15-minute chart and see all this freaking accumulation ended up here. You can see that that's an area of pure buy side, right? This area is a pure buy side area. So I really thought yesterday that it would go down to this fair value of something like that. Then it will retrace back. In the New York session, we can expect a pullback to this area. Okay, so I was waiting. Unfortunately, during the London section itself, it went through it like that and gone up, taking that by side. Okay, so first if you want, I can just check on London and then we'll go to New York. Okay, so that was that thing. If you wanted to trade this area in London, you had to have that guts. Okay, now I basically didn't see any of these things just static. So we went to the midpoint, considering encroachment of that hourly wick, and it started to blow up. So you had a 5 minute, what is it? Can say this is a suspension block, right? Why? You have a small volume balance up there, and volume balance down there. So, or you can say that's a fairly gas itself. For the sake of time, let's say that's a fairly gas. Okay, now. And what do we have there is this one that doesn't count. I don't want to count that. I'll put a 1 minute chart. So when you see some kind of immediate rebalance like this, and we just look at this is what then a balance price thing, right? So it went through that, it becomes a balance pricing round. So we are expecting now to come to at least a consequent approachment of that balance price range again like this. Price didn't came up there fine and it started to go up again. Okay, so no problem. That you had a that five minutes fair value gap up there. Went through it. The next fair value gap that is formed here is this one. What? Can also see that's the opening of the discount with right. So that's a small fair value gap up there. You had that cuts to take the trade. Okay, you can take the trade here from this fair value gap, or you can say from that opening of that bridge. Okay, and place your stop just below here like that if you need. Like that because you don't expect the market to came to this parent price range, and even if it comes and it's gonna go below, you don't need to have a huge stop loss like this. You can keep it like that. Where you can aim. I told you about that buy side up there, right? This one. You can aim for that buy side. Almost 3 to 4 hour. Till there you can aim. Okay. 4 hour trade, easy busy. And this really have got invest price didn't came back there. That's really dumb guys. Now we'll go to what? We'll go to our section, your section, okay. Yeah, taking this shift to action. Just now it looks again somewhat. Taking the discount week of this candidate. If you need you can take the shift here also. Okay. For the time I will also take the thing like that. Fine. Now in the 15-minute chart. You can see after that full to that taking to upside, taking that buy side up there, you can see a huge candle downside, right? So I was expecting the market to do something again. One more thing before going to smaller time frame. You had this one hourly investor area box here, right? Going through it, right? That's this one. Okay, just remember that. That's 5 a.m. between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. Okay, so you just want to look at my dedication from where I was starting to see the market. Okay, 6:30, perfect 6:30. I start to watch the market. From here onwards, I start to watch. Okay, 6:15 something. And see that it went to that Ferrari gap again, perfectly aligned with the midpoint of that Ferrari gap, and start to go up higher. If you start to go up higher, where is my target? I am not an mother, greedy fellow. Okay, I don't want market to go up here again. I just want this high yield, this high yield. Now there is some more thing that I want to mention. Oh shit, shit, shit. Okay. That 15 minutes fair value gap, this one. And there is a 5 minute thing also there. Okay. Yeah, this fair value, this 5 minute fair value gap, this 5 minute. Okay. This 5 minute goes invert at this particular candle, 650 candle. Okay. You want to do some damage on this 5 minute fair value gap, that's fine. Now we will go to 1 minute chart and look in detail. Okay, now going to a 1 minute chart, there are many freaking fucking shit things that. Okay, now what you're seeing here from the 7 o'clock to 7:30 window, I told you there's a opening gap, opening 5% opening range from 7 o'clock to 7:30, right? So that's a good thing that I want to explore in the upcoming days too. Okay. So it gives you somewhat. You didn't trade London, and you are only gonna trade New York morning. Okay, so trade New York could also be a good thing for me. Now, can see that price into that 0.5 or the consequent encroachment of that hourly wick that week. Okay, which came to this fair value gap. Okay, hourly wick, and we also came to that fair value gap. Just look at the price action closely. Had a small little Ferrari gap plus volley balance there, right? And we have this Ferrari gap. We made this. Sorry for the interruption, guys. We came and it becomes a kind of balance price range from this low to this volume balance. Okay, I mean, I think it came to that thing one more time. Okay, yeah, it came. Okay, no problem. I mean, like that. That's a balance price range. Okay. Okay, now we'll go and see that this one. Okay. And came to this rally cap again one more time. And I want you to look at this particular candle. Okay, so this huge black candle created a short time high there. Went all the way taking what that created short time low and an impulsive move to the upside, taking again that. Then what is this? This is an order book, right? So by going up like this, we created a fair value cap like that, and we almost invest that 5 minutes already gap some. I told you there's 5 minute, one 5 minute up there and one 5 minute down here, right? We invest one 5 minute already gap up here, right? Okay. So that's what I was waiting to see. Okay. So for the time being, at here, I mean this candle somewhere here. Okay, this candle. The new 5 minutes started and it invests that 5 minutes already gap up somewhere here. Okay. So you have an inverse 5 minutes already gap up here. This is and this point of price action, this period area, this Ferrari here. It's being respected here. You can see that you have a low here, you have another low here. Both are taken, and then corresponding high was here, right? It was also taken like that. And that's an order block again, right? So now I want you to look closely for and what I look closely and listen to what I want to say. Okay. Now, it becomes a fair value gap in order block and it came to that area price action. Okay. That fair value gap, that fair value gap which caused this caused by this order block. Okay. It went through and I was really watching here. Okay, I was really watching here all the way, all the time. Okay, so went through it. You want to see, and what this will also become what? This I just mentioned wrongly. Sorry. So if that becomes a we have a low, this is an order block. Okay, I just mentioned this candle as a breaker. Okay, so you have a high, low, higher. A high, low, higher. Order block or breaker, you can see. Perfect one is I mistakenly it also. That's an oh, and I was talking about this order block right here. Okay, not this one. This is from here. For the time being, I'm just removing it here. Okay, let's look at this price action from this area. So 7 o'clock starts here, here somewhat again. Went down, went down to where? You see that low, that particular low. Huh? It took out that low. You see that after taking out that specific low, that rejection from there, and I just mark the quadrants of the body of the order book. Okay, and and you can see that it the candle which did that what low the sell side also able to close right at the midpoint of that or that's really good. Okay. We had a 5 minute again we could invest somewhere around here even to that 5 minute again we think that fair value gap caused by that overblock and of price we have every shift. I was waiting. I was fucking waiting for a moment to get into the field. I was placing my buy like this, and if I do something, it won't happen anything. Okay, I was doing like buy like this. Okay, I was placing my mouse like this, just for one fucking candle. Okay, just for. I will show you that. I can show you that. Okay, where is that? Yeah, here, right? Yeah, after taking that one, I was waiting to get an entry from here. Okay, I was waiting for a single candle to at least this got invest. I was waiting at least single candle just to come back into this one. Okay, it didn't. So I don't know. I don't have really that guts, something like that, to take the trade directly after posting it from here. Okay, I really don't have that guts. Okay, if this candle came a little bit into this one, I would have taken entry. Or you can take an entry on this candle itself. Okay, the reason is after taking that liquidity is closed at the midpoint of the consequent encroachment of that order block, right? And next candle starts. When to the consequent encroachment, right? You think that's all the fucking shit that happened here is random. If you think, good luck with what you are continue what you are doing. Okay? And closed above that one. Okay? So, and investing that shit. So what does that become? What does this price point do? That's a balanced price range. So you don't want the market to climb up again into that. Right? So can take a direct entry on this, but I do really don't have that guts to take it. I'm improving my where you can place the job. I would place it at 40 pips. There is a buy side that was my buy side. Think this should I should get it. I don't want any of this size, any of the shits of it. I really don't want any of the shits. I just wanted that buy side. Everything was fucking right, guys. Everything was fucking right. But to be honest, I really don't have any guts okay to take from here. Everything was perfectly for your trade yesterday, okay? So it came again to that fair value gap. It correctly. And sorry guys for the post because sometimes I was in my home, my parents scream, but I'm a little shy, a little bit shy to speak in front of them while they were coming. Okay, what I was saying about this parent price range here, right? So we don't want that price to at least come to it is acceptable if it comes to the consequent encroachment of that parent price range. Okay? That's again a suspension proof. You see that you see the price again from here to here. Okay, at least from here to here you see. In the last video, Wednesday video, go and check. If that was my target, okay, the price will come right here, not in my target, and it will do something like that. Okay, okay, no problem. I don't have any problem in that. This fucking trade that I missed, that's the only problem that I winning yesterday. Okay. Okay, now moving to forwarding time, we take that all the boy said I was watching. I really wanted to cry, but I didn't cry. Okay. That much. I was hard. Okay. So for corner, you see that I was not taken right, and it started broke down again tower. So this is a macro 11 750 to 810. Okay, that's a macro time. So but we didn't take that low. That's fine. Yeah. So we didn't. Okay, no problem. And you can see that one high was there. It created a relative high here, and we are in a macro time. We have a low, we have a high, we have a lower low. We had that, this is not random. Okay, I don't want. I just was. Now this one here is important. Okay, we create a 5 minute fair gap going down. We have structure shift to the down, and we have high, lower low. That's again a breaker, and that could be these three candles could be considered as an output. Okay. These three candle 5 minute you can consider go and check. Okay, now that could be your order book. You can see that a small value cap that shit there. You can see that this 0.25 level of that previous day, weekly week is being respected, not taken till about able to close above that one. Fine. Into that fair value cap broke down again. I was watching anything that we could trade up higher. Again, extending that shit here. I was watching anything that we could call but I didn't take any trade lower because my bias is perfectly bullish. Okay, because I don't fucking want any of that shit anymore. Okay, I don't want to take any reverse trade when bias was different. Okay, so we have that suspension block here. We had that structure shift to the downside. In consider the last three candles as an order block. Came to that order block. We have a higher high, and see that lower low. That fair value gap extending through the time. For take an entry here, you can make the top floors just above that can because why that can get that suspension block at least at the midpoint of that suspension block will be like that. But I won't take this straight. This is a possibility I'm taking it. This is not just for your information. You can place that like that or you can put it at least like that. Okay. So I would recommend at least at the 0.7 percentage. That could be fine. That's the nearest liquidity point. If you have all this trend line liquidity like that, right? I mean like this one. That one, right? So you can aim for any of that one. Aim for this, aim for that, or you can aim for any of the quadrants like that, or you can. And I told you about then one inversion hourly chart, right? This one, right there, between this candle, this one. Yeah, that's that. Okay, you can even aim for that one. Okay, just see the reaction from there. Okay, after it take out that, after that key. Even if you didn't exit, that's all your losses. Oh, there are many things inside. I don't want to explain that much. This is bullshit. I don't want to explain that things. Okay. Okay, except this one, I will just remove it. Maybe we can do that after going to that inversion survey gap. We want to take that relative buy side up there and created another short time 5 here. Again, went to that survey gap, respecting that quarter into. Here we got a clear structure shift to the downside. And what do we have? We had a high, higher high, our low. So this becomes a breaker. So this candle right becomes a breaker, right? Breaker, okay, fine. It came to the breaker. Breaker. And what happened? You can see all that flow from there, right? So that's again another macro time from 1050 and 950 to 10 or 1050, okay, fine. You can enter there, you can put your stop loss on either of this quadrant like that, like this. Like this you can put, or you can put like that. Targeting for this low, okay. Yeah, you could target for that low again. So, and yeah, I really don't want to take any trades on the downside because I don't want to, okay. So, again, there's the suspension book that I have mentioned here. You think this game to do some random hits here for random? Yeah, you could think like that. So I was waiting. Now, here is the thing. Okay, so yeah, okay, okay, okay. Here is the thing. Okay. After it came to that, this 1 minute, 1 hour fair value, where fair value gap and taken out all the sell side here. You can see that sell side here was taken here, right? There is a 50 minutes fair value gap up here. Everything is perfect. Okay, everything is perfect. But I was waiting for a single candle. First I took what you know. You can see that this particular fair value was been respected many times. So I just try to inject here mixed stops at 0.7, 0.75 level of this week, this discount week. Okay. And I was hoping that a single candle if it closed above the midpoint of that suspension block, I would pyramid my entry on this inverse level gap. So it will inverse, right? I mean this one. And see, none of the fucking shit candles are closed, at least about the consequent encroachment of that suspension block, right? You think all the thing is random. And then you can see. But thankfully, when I see this candle and this candle going up and not doing any hit actions, I will exit somewhere around here. No, there was no profit, something like that. But okay. Extending that small 5 minute, 1 minute gap through it, through the time, you can see that it went again there, like this. It went down. Okay, so this breaker is that just 1 minute. Okay, you have a high, you have a lower, low, higher, high. That's a breaker, right? This candle can be considered as a outbox. At least I think that from here it will retrace a little bit, nothing shit. And again, where that particular point of price action that I've mentioned here, okay. When there you have a high, went through it, making what is it? Making this survival gap plus an inversion survival gap, and came back again down to you can see that's an order block because you take out that many sell sides here. This candle can be considered as an order block and it's gonna go higher again. So there is also no particular point of interest that I would like. Okay, I think we can. I need to know, guys, how to take the entries like that. Okay, I didn't study how to do like that because I'm missing a lot of moves like that. This ability of your perspective, and that's my opinion. And this is just, no, because many stop loss will be there, right? Because any random numbers will be putting buy stops at this fair value cap for this or block would place their stop loss right there. You can enter right there because we are also inside of this uh, that bullish fair value gap, right? So that could be but everything should go. And it went through it and you can the thing that I mentioned is here you can take the entry particularly on this candle or you can see that odd block is being respected. We got inversion suddenly kept up here again. Very high. Even that thing didn't came right. It came a little bit, but okay, guys. I think that's all for the video. Now, last 2 days was I mean Friday was not a perfect day because you it's a perfect day, but it's not my entry type. Okay, I thought it happened every fucking chickens fucking thing that I have imagined in my mind. Okay, the thing that I was imagining that it will after it what is it invest that 5 minutes that it should go at least to somewhere around here. It will go up higher, so I'll take the entry. So it went like that itself. It went to take out the sell minus sell side liquidity, then it's value. But I didn't have a chance to participate in any of that shit. No problem, no problem. I'm not worried about that. Okay, because 4% a week is really, really good. Okay, I got 4% a week. That's fucking enough for me. Okay. I don't want to get it anymore. Okay, that's it. I think you got some idea from what I've been saying, right? So I think that's all for the video, guys. I don't want to push myself again. I am happy for this week. Okay, that's all I want to say. Okay, I am really really happy for this week. No more things. Yeah, guys, sorry. I'm feeling some discomfortable now. Okay, sorry. I think it's time for us to go. Okay, so we need a screenshot of this thing. Take it. This area is really good. That was my bicep. See how perfection of that trade-off. But I didn't participate. And to be honest, no freaking shit I have drawn now. Okay, nothing I have drawn now. It is all happening in this time because I can't put it live because my computer doesn't have that capacity to stream. I tried to do it in YouTube, but it's overheating my system. My laptop is all around almost this is the fourth or fifth year. Okay, I ordered the game. That's the reason it is holding this much. So I think if you need, you can take the price section. Okay, it's a good area to study. Okay, that's the reason. So that's it down there. Okay. I think that's all for the video, guys. See you in the next video. We'll start the new week Monday. Hope that everybody will enjoy this weekend. Okay. Before you go, I will just annotate the marking for next week also. So you won't get. So we will keep the weekly gaps like that, but I want to remove the daily shits. Okay. So I don't want that thing. I don't want that daily. I think this weekly could be weekly. That opening gap is fine for me, but this is also not needed. Yeah, that weekly February gap we can use as a support or resistance. I don't mean support or resistance only. Don't say that I have been using support and resistance. No, nothing like that. You will take this one. Okay, you will take that one. And you'll take that one. Okay, so we'll use this one for the next week. And yeah, do we need this one? Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, no problem. So we need that week. Yeah, I think that's the longest week. But I think for the next week, I think it should be around here. Okay, you can see that this last week we went to the weekly monthly February gap. We went next week we were able to cross above the closing price of that. That's a good signal. It's gonna go higher. Okay, now our target will be this buy side up here. Okay, there too. Okay. For that we need to first inverse this weekly February gap. Okay, hoping for that. Okay, our daily bias. You can see that. Go back to my video down around somewhere around here. I was hoping the market that could go to this daily fair value gap, then it will go to the higher. Okay, go to my previous video, then you will understand. Okay, you don't you if you don't need, you don't want to go. Okay. For the time being, I'm just removing this one. Okay, just to look at chart clean. I mean, I was removing which one? This one. This week. Okay, fine. We will use this one for the next week. And if it go below the price point of the 0 point, I mean weekly, this weekly opening gap, we will use this one. Okay, so that's the two things that we will use for the next week. The previous week, previous weeks, and if price is gonna go below this opening zero level of the opening gap, weekly opening, we will use that one. So, and this is the only indicator that I use. So, not as sponsored or something like that. This, yeah, I think this one. No, no, not that one. Like the PO3, something like that, right? Yeah, this one. And yeah, okay, I think. Yeah, that's all for the video, guys. So, daily also you can mark this one, but I don't want to mark that one. Okay, because let's say next week we'll open somewhere like that. Go at least to the. What is that shit? And oh, I think it's somewhat clean, right? Yeah. Mm, yeah, that's good, guys. That's really, really good. Okay. Yeah. For, for the next 2 weeks, our bias will be only bullish. Okay. So, hoping that at least it will take this trend line liquidity. Okay. So, we'll just mark it. Yeah. Okay, guys. See you in the next week. I think hoping for a good enjoy the week. Bye. Bye. See you in the next video. Okay.